Welcome back to part 2 with me, Wendy, from Super Buddies Forever of the head swapping. Now, really, this can stand alone. On the first part, I did show the technicalities of the tools I use and the different head popping I've done already, from Ken's to Skipper's and Stacie's and Chelsea's, and talked about the boys as well. I ran out of time now, and I guess now it's for fun. So those who are here, some people might hate this, probably most people who are in a rush will hate this, but this is going to be some new format for those who do like it, because I just like doing this. It's going to be hangout time. So in this part 2, is just, I'm going to pop all these heads, maybe fast forward some blow dryer stuff, but just talk more and give you some. I hate very short videos. They drive me nuts. Having to pick a new video to watch every 6 minutes does not relax me. I like to settle into a good 20-minute video, grab some coffee, tea, whatever. So that's what we're doing. And on that note, I'm going to chat about different things, some of my exciting ones, and why. And I did cut out Liv heads, wherever she is here. So I want to talk about these and then take care of that. And then do all the rest all in a row. It's so nice to do this all in a batch. I've been collecting these for probably 3 months. I've been gathering together this session. So here's our curvy Made to Move, the first one that came out. And her skin tone is really funny. And I have one of her on her own. And then I want to make this switch. And on her own, meaning in her original, I just enhanced her. But I want this one on there because it's the only Laura face I do have, and this body drives me nuts with the rubber legs, so I want to change that. And then I think when I pop that one off, I'm going to put that head out here, so that'll be the teenage daughter of the one I did enhance. The curvy I did enhance. Maybe I should put a picture to show you. Or maybe a video is better, and here she is. This is my enhanced and personalized original curvy doll, which came from my friend, the great Skull Warrior, Mr. Scott. And I like to make each of my dolls in my Wendy's Doll World play dolls personal, and then they become more personal to me. And hopefully, if I ever do story times some decade later, they will each be their own dolls, different from other people. That doll was flocked with custom made flocking. If you want to go have a look at that video, you can see all of these ones I did in that episode. Right, we have our purple top. I've only ever had one, and I used that for the waitress. And yeah, the waitress and chef set, that's right. Another great opportunity to show you another one of my dolls that I have thoroughly enhanced. Take a good look at her outfit from original. Recently they came available for $22, which was kind of high, but at least better than $50 and $100. I got one more. It does to me look like it's not quite as light as it was the first time, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so I had a big decision to make for changing, and see on there it does not look good for a match, but I wanted another Asian doll in my collection, but I'm not sure about that, so some changes may change. This one I broke the leg on. How did I do that? Here's my original one and only, the one I'm most excited about. I call her Stella. She's got a haircut, she's personalized, she's cool. She's gonna be my best friend when I have my me doll, and I was the most excited about getting this one so I could give the curvy doll a real curvy body. Those faces stink. What a disappointment those are. This one here is comparable to, what was it, Orange Top with the Leah face, the old one. They have a new version, and I got one. The joints don't quite match, whatever. But anyway, she matches this one, which I just recently changed and fixed up her hair in the same style I showed you in my waterproof flocking video not too long ago. So now I was gonna do something different and put the old Leah head on there because I like the curls, I like whatever. Anyway, she's so pretty now, she has to go on that one. Over here, and then we have the African American. I never was lucky enough to find the hiker, but I did get this one, just one, because I have 2 musician bodies. That's what this is. So I'm gonna do some swapping and swapping. This is my favorite of all time, fashionista head, the blue brocade. And obviously she got that musician body when it first came out. I have one on a Flava body too, so I have 2 of these. Anyway, I'm going to put her on that one to give her full articulation. She's the mom, and then I'm going to swap this body onto this head, which I just thought was pretty and a good use, and we'll go from there. So those are the box ones. Oh no, wait, I have a divergent. And there's a reason I'm telling you this. I'm not a real big fan. I heard she's light, and I heard her knees are older, but she's got wrists, so I thought that might be good for some of these. I think she's a teen, so I think I want to put her head on this, the teen body, the live, and then go from there, the rest. Now, the reason I'm telling you all that is because I have to unpackage them, and it will take forever to unpackage them, and I don't want to do that with you. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to unpackage them all. By the way, save these. If I like saving these, because if you turn them upside down, they're good for putting stuff in, doll clothes and stuff. Little tip I've learned along the way. And then I'm going to cut off all the live heads because I knife them off for using them for swapping and put a rubber band. And that will take a long time, so I'm going to prepare, keep them all where they are, but prepare where they are. Open these up and get the live heads off and start swapping. This is the mind of a doll lover. This is pure passion here. I just can't even explain it more. That's what I'm doing. Oh, and quickly, because I might put some of these away. In the last one, I swapped this over, this Rosie head onto here, but I don't want to lose her body, and I can't rebody it because the neck is more to the male than it is to the female size. So I put a little piece of tape on there, clear, with a little jog over so I can grab it with her name. So I will set that aside, which I've done before, to keep that in case I ever want to swap that back, like I have with Farrah. This is the Farrah head. I'm going to put her away too because she needs a reroute. She's been rebodied. But if I ever did need, well, geez, Panda, sounds like a good dream. Welcome to my life. She's got melting Mego body, so that's why I totally bagged her on her own. And I keep these dolls for the other ones. I do the same thing to it, and I keep them for trying on clothes. I've cut a leg off, so I keep that with the shoes, and then that gives me something easy to try on shoes without having to pull a whole doll out. Here's what I mean. With all the different Barbie shoe sizes we have nowadays, this makes my life a whole lot easier for redressing. Shoe holders, so you'll see that that's not written on her. And also, if you were wondering, any bodies that are of decent shape, to use an example, like say on the last one here, I took this off and rebodied and switched for this one over here. If I get a good swap and this head fits on the body well, I do that and then I donate them back to the Goodwill. So these don't get wasted when I don't break them, be it I use them for something else or for this. So that's not a good body because it doesn't have the wings. So I'll set that aside, and I have a pile too where I set these all aside, and be it I need them, steal a little bit of hair for flocking, or I can rebody and donate them. That's what I do if you're ever wondering. Moving on to the next step of this whole marathon head swapping thing going on. I got those all out of the boxes and ready to go with their match. Here you can see what I was talking about, those plastics. I just cut the edging off, and these come in handy for all kinds of things. Even in bins, I'll put clothes in them and you can stack them, and they're really useful, so I hope that helps you. As we've come to find out, my plan for all this is just running way too long, so I'm going to try and shorten it a little bit, but I do want to tell you all my ideas and my reasons for swapping, which are many. But before I do that, here's one that I had never done before. This is a Hannah Montana, I believe, I was told, and I carefully took hers off her head off on camera, and she definitely has a same idea, but a bigger disc thing going on here. And my intention is to give this Mary-Kate and Ashley a better body with a little more articulation, a little more feminine, a little more grown up, switching that over. So the neck is a little bit different. I think I might have to shave that down a little bit with a utility knife to get that to fit, because that neck hole is going to be definitely smaller. I show you all these little details just to say, well, if you were interested in that, that's for one. But number two, just to, you know, where the thought process goes with all that. So starting off, why am I doing a lot of these? Some you know, and like this one for articulation, switched her other one to this. And I'll just kind of run through some of the other ones. Some are got quick explanations, some don't. Right off the hop, here's my Wendy doll face, what is it, 2004, I think. Happy holidays, Barbie. I got this body and with the rose colored accessory, super cheap, a little while back. I'm going to use the head, and in my quest for silliness, I'm giving my head a muscular body for fun. That's why I'm doing that. That is a WWE body. That should be pretty straightforward. You've seen, okay, so I did Blondie. No, I haven't done Blondie yet. I did Darling. Now if I can find her a better body match later, I will do that. But I have this old one of Gracie's, which is a little messed up. But either way, I think we have a double of this one. So that's why I decided it would be okay to use her for this one. So Blondie doesn't have a lot of articulation. That makes sense for that one. This one is very well changed over into the curvy bodies, but I already have that happening up there with Stella. I don't know, she just seems like a teen face to me, so I wanted her on a teen size body. And again, from the last one I mentioned, the curvy dolls do have a little bit bigger neck hole, and this Liv body is got a bigger neck than the Barbie. These tend to work out really good for swaps. And as I stated, I cut all these off, but I left it with it in case you had some curiosities of which body color matched the Barbie from the Liv, so that's there to be seen. This was a Star body, which was new to me. She has a busted up neck a little bit, and I don't have any shoes to fit her, and her body is kind of, not my thing. Her hair has been hacked, but I thought, you know what, she's gonna look interesting on a Liv body and be a teen who is, I don't know, sparking into being a model, who knows. Then we have the Jazzy body. Here's the Jazzy body compared to, I'm fairly new this year only to knowing about this. She was a teen of Barbie, a younger sister or something, and I didn't know, but her body shape and her shoe shape is different, and I do have one as is, but I thought, well, since I found, I go and buy one, and then I found one secondhand, then I bought one with better hair. And I think I got a junker like this where something was messed up. So I'm making the swap. Again, goes to my, how I showed in the beginning, matching hands. This body is quite a bit peachier and orange compared to this one, but the head is different. So matching this to this, we can now give Jazzy a fully body, and I like integrating that because she's not much. As with many of my swaps, finding some of these at the secondhand store just made my pile bigger and bigger. Into the skippers, I think I've already done the head swap, yeah, because that one was busted. I showed that, which is altogether different, and I think I want to use this head on there because this sparkly is just gorgeous, and that'll be fun. And then go back to the original Pizza Hut girls for these two. This one, I was thinking about putting this set on here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. You've already seen this one. I think that head is going to look really good on that curvy because it's not too big. And that one, it's looking pretty good. If I have to change it, I will. Her, unfortunately, she has a Model Muse body. I was trying to sit her down in lieu of tidying up her hair. She was an amazing find, Kentucky Derby at a secondhand store. Awesome story to that I didn't realize who she was until I got home. I just thought, wow, that's a beautiful hat and dress for this price. Might as well get it for that price right there. I tried to sit her anyway, Model Muse body, which I'm very unfamiliar with, and I broke her leg. So happily, I had this body, which lost its head along the way somehow, and I can swap it to the same tone. Wonderful. Stella is my favorite of all, is going to get her curvy proper body. That should be easy. Here's a Teresa. I think it's the Simply Hair original, something like that, that's now coming being sent out, reproduced. And her face matches this body, so I'm going to do that for a modern day fix. You see this one looks good. It's a chicken chambray. Here's a recent Teresa, I think it was, head I found. I loved her hair color and her eyes. Well, let me put it in the camera. And this streak is beautiful. She's got a teen kind of generation girl body, but I think that one matches better, so I'm going to do that. Swip and swap in here. I have this in the musician body, but I'm going to give Made to Move and swap that out. And I already have this one in musician with this head, and quite honestly, I like the more natural hair on that one, so I'm going to ditch this head and keep that other head from musician with the same face and makeup. My scene with the Divergent body, I'm going to swap that over there. I told you that, and put this one on a regular shaped body, but give her a little more articulation in her wrists and stuff than she originally had. She already has these old knees, which this one does have, the Divergent. So that's a nice swap for that one. And this is that head in case you need to do that. Where am I at here? I'm literally laying on my living room floor. We had some family issues pop up this weekend. And everybody's been so wonderful to be understanding of walking around this little mess I had set up here on the floor. How kind. Those pills you've seen, don't worry, it's my vitamins. They're quite a bunch of a pain in the butt to take them all, but they work. So I have to take them. It's not drugs you're seeing there. So, where was I? Okay, curvy body. I like this lady's face, but I think she'd be better on a small body. Just seems fun to me to be different. And I think she's going to be this girl's mom because they both have green eyes and both have quite peachy. I'm kind of curious to get a Hermione one and see if that might fit this one. I might take her in the store with me and figure that out. So in essence, I'm going to have this body and I'm going to try a curvy head on that, see how that neck works. I don't like these ones, look so short necked. It just doesn't work. She's on her last soaking, which I explained how to shrink necks. And I think I'll show you the results of that. I already have, so you'll know what happens there. But this neck is tremendously smaller. It's the only thing I got to match that skin tone, and it's a decent body that I showed. And she's gonna have issues with anorexia, which is kind of I don't know. It just seems she's small, but she's an adult. Something for a storyline that can be very informative. For eating disorders, that was kind of what was in my head for that. You already know about that one. This one is just a Barbie. I love getting Barbies with long hair, just like up there with that Teresa. Got a little spot in my doll room where I put them, like the Jewel Mermaids. I don't have the dark-haired one. I think it's Teresa, but I have the red-haired and a blonde. And I don't know. I did Rapunzel in a Barbie body. I just like the long-haired ones, and I have loved this one, but I hate her plain old Barbie body. But she's so pale, she's hard to swap. So this one is working. And I don't really have, I think, one other one over here. I did Barbie's head on a live. I like that idea too. So that would be two over here. I think I forgot to mention that. This is a Millie head. Millies are not my favorite at all, especially with no makeup. But this one particularly looks pretty to me. And this one and the rhythm dancer one with the bun, which I put that one in my display case because her outfit's beautiful. I love the hair tone colors in here, very natural. So I thought, well, I'm gonna make Millie be a teen just for fun. I just like it. Where else am I? Okay, this Abby doll is my favorite. I want to have one for playing with the extra clothes and whatnot. I just particularly like that face better than this face. I'm not even at the moment sure which these are. So I'm just going to swap that over onto the body, the only one I have. This is the Look, what is it? The Look, the music festival, and I had bought 3 on sale at Tuesday mornings for the bodies, which are Model Muse and Articulated. So I had some extra heads. I just want to take advantage of that head Aphrodite, which was when I got her, I was very excited to only have her, thinking I would never have her. And that was a fluke at the secondhand store. So I'd already made the decision to enjoy this. So this would be the only 2 I have for my play dolls that have this mold. So I have her mother in the original outfit and original body, and then this one here will have a little body. That's that head. This is one of my, when this all started, my Wendy's Doll World and characters. I have this one, which I loved for the silky platinum blonde hair. She has a little bit of sticky face too. That's not good. I just noticed that now. And she's already got a character and she's all set up in her colors. And being a regular Barbie face, I wanted them to stand out, and I was going to put black streaks in her hair. Instead, I found this one that already had black streaks. And she's just as pretty, but maybe got more and more dramatic makeup, which I like and miss. So I'm going to swap those heads out just because of that reason. My scene, I've gotten to like these because of the makeup these days, and you know, they got some articulation, but I'm going to give a little more. These bodies don't have the articulated knees, fashionista style, but they have up here. And seeing as I probably won't play with these a lot, it's just giving them better bodies. I'm trying to get one of each. I'm not sure of all the names. There's that one. I have one upstairs already. Of course, let's see, how did that work? I had two the same. I might have taken that one away already. Oh no, okay, so that one up there will be regular body. I think those two are the same, this girl and that girl. But that one, I really like the makeup. She got wonky eyes, and this one was just, it's the makeup. I was never interested in these, but now, with our lack of makeup on dolls, my personal preference, I'm liking the makeup, so I've been doing that. And getting each one of those because I don't know the names. Someone's been teaching them to me, and I've been forgetting. This is another one. I don't think I had this one, the red-haired. And she's got peachy body, so this one is going to fit. Same idea and reason as that. You've seen Marilyn with this body from China. I would like to improve her, but there's no doubt her skin tone, as much as that solid non-tilting neck sucks, it's really the only one that fits. Like, I thought the pale ones would fit good, but they don't. She's got just an odd head. This matches her better than her original head did, which I showed in part 1. As I came across different things, I found Miss Brooke Shields. She was cheap to get because she had a broken leg. That's okay, I only wanted her for her head. I think I have a memory of having her back in the day and then not having her. So, felt like fun to get her, and she's got a different mold. I love the big eyebrows, and she just had to be some character. I think the old stars are going to hang out together. I got Lucille Ball here somewhere, and we have Grandma. I think these are going to be Grandma's friends. So that matches really well. Again, different tone in here, but matches her head good. That's that one. You've seen this one. Oh, Monster High Treats. I think this might be the last of it. Who's enjoying this? Who doesn't mind this, me chitter-chattering? And, oh, wait, I forgot one over here before I forget. This girl who I talked about going to have too much makeup. I don't know who she is. I don't know. But I like the fact that the mold is completely different than anything I know of. So she's part of it, part of this Dolly World for that uniqueness. And let's see. Okay, I think I've covered everybody, but the last ones are Monster High. Okay, so I'd always wanted to do these ones with articulated bodies. I ended up getting this for less than 10, including shipping. I have one of her already. Her display area is phenomenal, but just for fun, I like to have a body. I did get this idea from somebody else, which sparked the ability on the internet, Google, wherever. So thanks to that person who I'm sorry I can't remember. But I'm going to swip and swap so I can have one of her. What is her name? I forget. Posy with an articulated body, because they're C, they work. I had bought one on eBay for next to nothing. She had dingy hair, no clothes, but all her parts. And the hands can swap over. The match is awesome. I might have to fill these holes, or I can put some on. In her case, I can put them on there. So that is super exciting. I've always wanted to see her with her hair without getting caught in all this. That's wonderful. Then just this last week, I hope to do this, but I found this one at the secondhand store for like $4. Oh, she's even got a messed up face. I didn't notice that before. But it doesn't matter, because I have always wanted to give this one a body, the three-headed monster, which I keep this on. I'm contemplating on rerouting her hair, but it's quite well. There, it explains that neck if I didn't show that. That doesn't come off that easy all the time. That is a moving nib. So that's a little distressing sometimes, but it seems to be stronger. It lived through Gracie playing with it, so that's something. These get really hard to do from what I've heard from rerouting, and covering this is a fiasco. So I haven't done it, and now I'm contemplating, because I've never wanted to cover her eye or give her bangs or distract from that. So I might just give her this flocking treatment over here for a bolder head. That might be my end game with her. I've always wanted to improve her. So she fits, and when I found this, it had a hand missing, and that didn't matter because this one has the hands. So, ooh, but wait a minute. The problem is, Create a Monster is different from that. Okay, so I might have to keep her hands on her and use these hands over here. So either way, I'm still in the good with that. It's gonna be really nice to see her not partitioned off, and that gives us a torso to throw in the box with the ones for Create a Monster play, which is nice. And these legs obviously these don't come off, and these do, so she loses some of those details, but I could always paint those on later if I wanted. Try that. So that's that. And that's the last of it. So let me pop off all of these heads and switch them around. That should take me probably a good hour. I was gonna film you doing it, of me doing it, and fast forward and let you see. But I mean, all that story was gonna be swapping heads. We'd be talking an hour right now, and that is really, really too long. And I'm gonna be faster, quicker, having it up against my chest. So sorry guys if I couldn't do what I wanted there. Maybe that's a blessing for this getting so long. And then I will at least show them, and we'll decide what to do there. A lot of these girls need hair fix-ups. I don't think I can pull that off. My living room really needs the space back, and my table is loaded with clothes being tried. See you in a few. That certainly did take me approximately an hour and a half. I want to touch on these few things right off the bat that I didn't know. This one's, where'd it go? I had her arm here. This one, she has more of the Create a Monster forearms. So I couldn't use these on here. I had to do this, but the hands do fit on the original Monster High size. So that was good. Not a big deal. I'll decide what to do, but that, I just wanted to note that these are definitely Create a Monster size. As well, this one I did have to, if you remember, the disc in there was really, really quite big, and I did have to shave it down a bit to get it on. It was very hard even with a blow dryer, and it's very snug and tight, and she doesn't tilt much. But it is nice to have that doll with a little more articulation. I only broke 2 through the whole thing, which is pretty awesome, and the 2 that did break are not unexpected. Like in the earlier portion, the first one, it's those older ones. They just do that. It's so recognizable, even when you go thrifting and look at next before you buy it, you can just see the fragileness in the plastic. And you can see here where this little center thing here does not go all the way through and is not attached like the modern day ones. And so it's very quite weak. And that is what, actually a perfect example of what is breaking is that. It just can't handle the pressure. So those 2 are the only 2, and that's awesome. So now let's have a peek at everything. I'll try to make this quick. That looks cute. I might change it, but whatever. Some of these will need their hair done. I especially love this one. That's my favorite. I just knew she was going to look good with her smaller head and the curvy body. It, to me, just looks better and makes it stand out as my Laura head. The color is slightly off in tone, but my lighting is really weird here. It looks much better. As you can see, that one fits good. This one, same thing. It was deceiving in the box, and it's not as pale, but it works. She's fixed up. Delighted with this one, my favorite of all curvies. Now it's like the beginning and the end of my fascination with all these bodies, because she was my first curvy. And then all these little ones worked out really well. Now she's a little wobbly, hence why I did that. She'll probably be more for display, for fun, because of the hair. She looks fantastic now. What a change. It's so the interesting changes you never know you'll have. These ones, of course, this is musician body and made to move yoga body. With those heads look just wonderfully fine in color matching, thank goodness. And let's see, that was that one. Looks good. These all worked out really well. I do like her better as a teen. And this one is drying from the acetone. so it will fit even better than it already does, which is wonderful. She's gonna be my bad girl now, my bad girl my scene with her tattoos. I even like her in all that outfit. Coming down here, just seeing that they look good. I like her better. Her neck really works. The WWE neck really works good with Liv. It's so funny, so much works good with Liv bodies. And the curvy body head works good with the WWE body. I might not keep that later. It just happened to be the only thing that went with this body's tone. I've got a lot of that face, which I can't remember the name of right now. I can't. No, I don't. It's gone. These look fabulous. Love to add them to the collection. We know her. She looks wonderful now. Cute. You've seen. Perfecto. Love this one. Did it earlier. Love it. Jazzy works out really well. I like seeing her articulated. These two girls need clothes. Lots of them need clothes. This one looks especially good. The match is good. The size is good. Like I said, everything. Look at it. Actually, perfectly. Look at the comparison. Star doll to a curvy doll on Liv bodies. I like them Liv bodies. You got to work on getting shoes, but they are really cool. My Ever After High girls now look the way they should have in the store. Really kind of got a good giggle out of my favorite head as myself. Amy Me doll on this. Hilarious. She's like the most boring one done. She got the big feet. She can go back on the shelf. This one looks good too. Abby. And we have this one. The match is not horrible. This light makes it look more drastic, but it's really not that bad. These two you've seen. And that, my friends, is it. I was going to do their hair too. I think that was expecting a bit too much. So for now, here they are. I will pull out the ones that I can put on the shelf. Back, I will set aside ones that need hairdos, and definitely a lot of these need clothes. And I'm kind of just hitting a point where, as much as I love doing this, it is obviously overwhelming, and I'm just kind of full. So unless something really spectacular, I'm really going to be taking a break on snatching up all these heads on stuff. At least that's what I say now. See you next time.